Okay, Taurus. I'm gonna do, excuse me, the same thing we did last week. I am going to do the dice, and if we get even numbers, we're gonna go with the Awakening deck. If we get odd numbers, we're gonna go with the Mermaid deck. I believe this is a 6. This is a 6, so we're gonna go with the Awakening deck. Alright. Taurus. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the cards. Let's move my cup. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the cards, and then I'm actually gonna turn the camera around because I know you guys can't really see the cards well, and I feel like sometimes you're just staring at cards, so you'll actually see my face today. Okay. Taurus, what is your message for this week? Taurus, if this message resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so at herbalempressnee.com. Link is in the description box below if you did not get that. Also, if you would like to do a reading with me on TikTok Live, or if you just want to come through and chat with me on TikTok Live, please feel free. That information is also in the description box. I am live every Tuesday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. So for those of you that are seeing this today, I will be live tonight at 10 p.m. I don't know how long I'll be on live tonight, but we'll see. But you're more than welcome to come through. Say hi, grab a reading, whatever you'd like to do. All right, Taurus. All right, let's see. Okay, cards are falling. All right. Clarity. All right. These cards are flying out and never fails. We got that Emperor again. Every time, Taurus, I feel like I do your reading, that Emperor wants to be seen. They are like, hey, I'm here, just so you know, in case you're questioning whether I'm leaving or not, I'm here. All right. Let's see what we got for you, Taurus. You got, again at the bottom, you got the King of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck, but I'm flipping him around because I don't really do reverses. And it didn't come out, so I'm not going to read it as a reverse. So the bottom of the deck. So here the Queen of Cups within the deck as well. So here we go. Here is the cards that I pulled. King of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay, Taurus, here we go. This is the message that we have for you. There is something that you have felt like you've missed out on. Or again, that you're not getting what you want. It's like you're sitting around pouting, right? You're sitting around pouting about something that's not there. And you don't need to sit around and pout about it. Like, you really don't. Because it's like you're unhappy, or you're trying to convince yourself that you're not happy, or that you're bored because someone's not necessarily doing what you want them to do. But the reality of the situation is that you need not be bored. You need not be... There we go. You need not be worried. There is some communication coming in. It could be in the form of a text message or like an email or a written communication. or both. Someone could reach out to you on a phone call and like follow it up by text. So for example, if you received a phone call from this person and you didn't answer the phone for whatever reason, because you didn't want to or because you were busy, they may have left you a very detailed voice message and followed it up with a text message or an email, right? Like, hey, I want to reach out to you. I'm providing some clarity towards you. There's some kind of like, it's like you've been pouting because you feel like you don't have complete clarity on something, or you feel as if something is missing, right? Like something's missing. This person's not telling me something. I don't feel like I have clarity. They're not giving me clarity. It's like something to that nature. I don't know what the clarity is about. Maybe it'll come out. If not, that's up to you, because it's going to be different for every Taurus. But there's something that you feel a person is not necessarily giving you clarity on, so you're just kind of sitting around moping. And instead of asking this person, like, what's up, you haven't asked this person what's up. Like, you're just sitting around with your mouth poked out, right? It's like, so like, say if this person was angry or mad about something, it's like you just assume that they were mad at you and you're sitting there with your lips poked out, but in reality they're mad about the person who parked behind their car at the meter earlier today, right? So it's like you assume that this person is, their attitude adjustment has to do with you, even though it's not towards you, right? So say for example, you could talk to this person throughout the day, right? People work, right? So, but you could talk to this person throughout the day. Say you talk to this person on their breaks from work, and usually when you talk to this person, they're so happy to hear from you. They want to tell you about their day. They want to know about your day. Like, it's normal, happy, and I'm interested in this conversation talk. This particular day, this person called you, or you called this person during their break, and they were pissed off. And instead of you just asking, why are you pissed off, you could have just assumed, based on the way you felt or based on what they said, that their anger or their frustration was directed towards you, when in fact had nothing to do with you. But you took on that, like, why is this person mad at me? What did I do? Why am I frustrating them, right? And the reality is none of that exists. They're mad about something else. Like I said, you could have called them at the exact time they walked outside and they saw the traffic people, whatever they're called, right? The traffic security, whatever they are, that came over and put a ticket on their car because their meter just ran out 2 minutes before they walked outside. And here you go calling. And they're just like answering the phone like, hey, but in reality, like, they haven't really processed what's happening in front of them. Like, you know what I mean? So like, you're calling them and they're answering the phone like, hello. But in the reality of their mind, they're just like, I just got a freaking ticket. If I would have came outside 2 minutes earlier, if I would have paid the meter, why didn't I pay the meter online? Why didn't I do this? Or I thought, so they're in the process of dealing with the fact that they just got a ticket, right? Or whatever it is that they're dealing with. And you call. And so they're frustrated. You assume this frustration is because of you. And now you're in a whole lips poking out and you're just like, why are they mad at me? What did I do? What did I say? Like, you're in a whole rabbit hole. It had nothing to do with you, right? So this person may reach out to you and want to communicate with you to figure out what's wrong with you. Like, why are you acting funny? What happened to you? Because again, I feel like this is like an imaginary conflict. So it's like something almost that you assumed, right? Oh, like, you have an attitude, it must be because of me. Or you are sad. Oh, what did I say to make you sad, right? So it's like you're assuming you're assuming this imaginary conflict is all I can say. It is pretty much what it is, right? There is no conflict, but it's like you just made an assumption, and your assumption was wrong, right? So again, they're going to reach out to you, both probably phone and text, or phone and social media, or social media, right? They might be liking up your pictures or sending you something in your DM. Again, with also calling you, like reaching out to you, but sending you some type of message in a written form, whether that's a text, a DM, an email, or whatever, right? But both of these forms of communication is going to give you clarity about how this person truly feels about you. Not just within this situation, but how this person feels about you. It's something in the way that they handle this particular situation that makes you feel, I don't want to say more comfortable, but makes you feel more vulnerable, or wanting to be more vulnerable with them. Like, it's like this situation, even though it was a misunderstanding, brings you clarity, but the clarity isn't just about this situation. The clarity is about the relationship itself. Because you have an understanding of, you are a very empathetic person. You may be have a high intuition, like a very, I won't say high, a strong intuition. You understand things and people and of that nature, right? And you're very nurturing, you're very loving. This person recognizes that. And because you are a person that's naturally nurturing, you may be more defensive, because usually people that are, more nurturing have more people trying to take advantage of them, right? And that doesn't make you less nurturing, it just makes you aware of who to nurture and who not to nurture, right? So you have complete clarity that this person sees you and knows you for who you are, right? It's almost like you're a big softie. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, right? Like, you're a big softie at heart. Even though you try to put off this tough persona, you're really a softie, right? And this person knows that. And now that you have complete clarity on how this person operates based on this situation, like, this situation is not, again, just giving you clarity on this situation. This situation is giving you clarity on the relationship itself. And this person, like I said, understands who you are, your emotions, how you feel things, why you would maybe assume, right? So they have a clear understanding, but they also don't want this misunderstanding. Like, even though you get clarity on the situation and how this person feels, it's like, in a way, it kind of, it sparks a challenge, a real challenge between the two of you. Like, what happened with you, like I said, you could have called them at the wrong time, and they could have explained that, and you're fine with it, right? And you're just like, well, now that they've explained that to me, I now understand how they truly feel about me, because they're just like, they could have said something like, I would never yell at you for no reason, or I would never be frustrated. Like, why would I have a reason to be frustrated with you? You're just the most amazing, like, partner, or you're the most amazing person, right? So you get full clarity on how they really feel about you outside of, again, this situation. But because you reacted within this situation a certain way, this person doesn't want to necessarily deal with the conflicts or the drama between the two of you. It's like they looked at this relationship as not being dramatic, but then this situation happens, and even though you get clarity, they're just like, now I'm pissed off. Which is crazy, right? They're pissed off, but not. I think they're more pissed off because they're more like, why don't you understand how I feel? Why don't you understand how I feel? So it kind of like irritates them that like there's drama between the two of you, or there's this challenge between the two of you, and they're like, but that's not even, you know, that's not even, I don't want to say it's not real, because it is, right? Because it's obviously like you felt something, so it's a valid feeling. Everybody's feelings are valid, but they're looking at you like, man, I have been frustrated on the phone with you before, and you know the difference between when I'm frustrated at you and somebody else or something else. Why would you react the way that you did, right? So it's like they get irritated, but not necessarily at you, but just as the fact that you guys have conflict at all, right? Why do I have conflict with you? Why don't you understand that my frustration wasn't towards you? Should I have handled the situation better? Should I have talked to you different? Do we need to work on our communication? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it sparks a whole nother like thing. It sparks a whole nother train of thought within this person, because the challenge is, even though you reacted to something small, they're looking at it something bigger, because they're just trying to understand, like, okay, so what can I do differently so that this person doesn't react to stuff like that? What can I do differently to make sure this person knows that I care about them and I love them, without having to explain every situation, right? It's like, how can I get them to be comfortable with, when I do this means that, when I, like, you know what I mean? So they're kind of frustrated, but not necessarily at you. Just like you weren't frustrated at them, it's like you're just frustrated at the situation. It's like they're frustrated now, because now this situation has caused them to think about the relationship like at a whole, for both of you. So I think like you get clarity on this situation, but it gives you also clarity on how this person truly feels, which is a good thing, right? They get clarity as far as, maybe I should move differently so that this person can have clarity in the future. I hope that makes sense, right? Like, what can I do differently to make this person not freak out? So so like, say, I'm gonna pick something so random. This probably will not apply to anybody, and then again, you never know, it might actually apply to one person in particular, and it's like, you're talking about me. Okay, so your person could dislike pickles, and every time you guys go out to eat, regardless if it's a fast food restaurant, fancy restaurant, whatever, if they order something, they always order it with no pickles. But pickles seem to end up on whatever it is that they're eating, regardless of what it is, right? And they get frustrated about this, right? It's a frustration. It's a human frustration. Why every time that I order this food do I get pickles on my sandwich or my meal, whatever, right? I ask for no pickles, but it seems like every time we go out, I end up with pickles on my plate, even though I say don't put them on there. Even though I mentioned 1,000 times I don't want pickles, I end up with pickles on my plate, right? So they're frustrated. Nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. You just happen to be with this person at the moment they're frustrated, right? So now you're mad. So now they're looking at their self like, I'm just mad, like, I'm just frustrated because I got pickles on my sandwich. Like, what do you have to do with that? You didn't make the sandwich. You didn't make this meal. Why would I be upset with you? Why would I be angry at you? Why would you think my frustration would be on you? Right? And so now it's like, well, what do I need to do if we go out in the future? Maybe I shouldn't react to pickles being on my food, because I don't want this person to now think every time I get frustrated with pickles that I'm frustrated with them. I'm just frustrated at the pickles and they happen to be there, right? And I don't think the frustration was directed towards you either. I feel like the person just got frustrated, like, I got pickles on my sandwich. And you're just like, well, you're with me. Why would you ever feel frustrated, no matter what situation was going on, regardless if they put pickles on your sandwich, if it was raining, if it's sunny? Like, you're with me. You should be happy the whole time. If you really loved me, then you wouldn't be frustrated if they put pickles on your food. Like, it's like something like that. Like, you're just like, what? Like, why are you mad about this situation? It has nothing to do with, you just happen to be with this person at the time they got frustrated. And that frustration wasn't directed towards you, but somehow or another you made it directed towards you. And it's like imaginary conflict. So this person is trying to figure out, how do I just be frustrated with pickles on my food without this person getting mad? Because I don't want this person getting mad. I don't need them questioning me in this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is special to me. So how do I then move forward so that if I just get mad because I have pickles on my sandwich, will they understand my frustration is not with them, it's with the pickles. It's with the fact that every time I order this, I get pickles, right? So it's frustrating. It's challenging. I just want to be able to enjoy my food without a pickle. It has nothing to do with you. I want to be able to go out with my partner and us have a nice meal without it being an issue about pickles on my sandwich. That has nothing to do with you, right? And you're taking it personal in some kind of way. And they're just like, I don't want this conflict with you, especially over something so small. If this was like a bigger argument or something that we needed to figure out, it might be more acceptable. But I don't really want this conflict with you at all. So this whole situation, even though it started off small, kind of turns into a bigger situation about your relationship with this person in general, with this Emperor, with this possible Aries, possible Cancer. It doesn't have to be, for those of you that like, I'm not talking to an Aries or a Cancer, that's fine. It just might resonate more with someone that is talking to an Aries or a Cancer. So this is going to cause some type of unexpected change within the relationship. It's okay, we're gonna keep it real, because like I said, even with Sagittarius, I can't like sugarcoat this, and whatever comes to mind is what I'm supposed to give out. So we're not gonna sugarcoat it or say nice things. It is what it is. So this situation between the two of you could have caused a tower moment, and that unexpected change within this relationship dynamic. This could involve a third party, and before I say that, don't think this person is cheating on you, right? This could involve a third party, whereas they could have a friend, cousin, sister, brother, whatever. And they are frustrated because you're frustrated, right? This whole situation. And they could be talking to their whoever about you and their situation. And this person may put into your person's head, that person doesn't really care about you, because if they cared about you, they wouldn't have gotten frustrated about your pickles on your, like, you know what I mean? So they have like a third party that isn't necessarily a fan of yours, not for any particular reason, just because, right? I don't think you did anything to this person. I think this person, um it may be the case where this person that's close to them, if it's family or a friend, likes their previous significant other better and doesn't want to see them with anybody else situation. Or they just want this person to be single, because if they're single, they spend more time with them. Like that kind of a situation, right? Something that you did to this person. I don't think they've even met you. If they have, I don't really think they have feeling towards you, right? By them kind of throwing their 2 cents in, I think their 2 cents that is being thrown in has to completely do, again, not with you, right? But something changes unexpectedly between the two of you because of something this third party says or does. And this third party may put in this person's head that this seems more like a lusting thing versus love. Are you sure you want to be in a committed relationship with this person? If they're tripping off of pickles being on your plate and y'all are arguing about something so small, are you sure you want to be in a relationship with this person? Why don't you just go back to being single? Why don't you just go back to talking to this person? Why are you committed to them? Because they mad because you got pickles on your plate. Like, who does that, right? So it's like that. This person is definitely trying to cause more conflict between the two of you and almost convince your person that they need to be more on the lustful side than the committed relationship side. I'm going to turn this heater off. So they're trying to, wow. I turned the heater off and like this just cold gust of wind came in, but with the heater on it's just like really really hot. Can't win for nothing. I'm gonna have to turn the heater back on in 2 seconds. But yeah, they're trying to convince them or see that they should be in a more passionate, lustful energy with you than to be in a full commitment. Like, why would you do that? Yeah. Like, they're trying to convince this person to play mind games with you. Or, like, why don't that person is tripping. Like, they're tripping about pickles. Why don't you just go out with me and my friend this weekend and I'll hook you up? You don't need to be loyal to this person, right? Like, it's like that a third party that's that way. And I don't, like I said, I don't think this person is budging, or even if they do happen to go out with this person and their friend, I don't think that there's anything that comes of it. They're just going out. I don't think there's no like flirtation. I don't think there's a thing in their head to make them want to move into another direction, right? I think that they have a third party in their ear again saying, well, if this person get mad over that, what do you think they'll get mad at if you do this? And if they are mad about the pickles, then when you do this you get really frustrated, so what are they going to say then, right? It's like that kind of third party, and they're really trying to convince them like man, just have a situationship with this person. Like, you guys, might have some sparks flying in the bedroom, but like you can have other people. Again, if this person is tripping off of this, then what's going to happen when this happens? What if they see you like this? Then they're really going to be angry, right? I don't think you need to be committed to anybody right now. I think that you should just play the field, right? And this person, like I said, even if they do go out with this friend or family member or whoever to meet their friend, they are very much going to realize, if they don't already, like I said, I don't think that anything is going to come of it. Even if they go with they're just like, well, cool, I'll go with you, without even having the intentions of meeting the other friend, right? Or making that a thing. Even if they go with those intentions, whether or not they go with those intentions, I feel like when they get to this outing, it's going to make them understand why they deal with you in the first place. I don't want to say deal with, connect with you, right? It's like them, not you, this person going out with this particular third party that keeps trying to jump in and have their 2 cents in this relationship, right? It pushes your person to understand why they need to go full force with you. Like, I'm out here, I'm sitting out here, I let my friend talk me into coming out here. This ain't what I want to do. I'm not with who I'm really want to be with right now. I would rather be with my person, right? I would rather be talking to my person on the phone or spending time with them or whatever, right? Like, but they're realizing as they're out with this third party that's trying to convince them otherwise, or trying to convince them of having some kind of conflict with you, that they would love to play to win when it comes to you. You are their true soulmate. They want a higher level of commitment with you, whatever that higher level of commitment is. Not everybody chooses to get married, regardless of what that is for you. Whether it's just a promise ring or whatever it is that you choose to do with your partner, right? But this is going to make them realize that they want to go full force with you, that they want a higher level of commitment with you, that you are home to them, that they've already established a relationship or commitment to you and with you, and that's what they're going to rock with because you are their true love. And it's going to force them to take even more action it's going to force them to take even more action towards this connection and to really truly focus on this connection and to make a long-term investment in this connection. So even though you're worried, let this play out. Let it play out. Because even if they get frustrated with you and they go out with this third party, right? It's just going to push them closer to you. It's just going to push them closer to you. Because it's like, come on, like, you know, you don't need to be committed to that person. They be tripping off of you having pickles on your plate. And they're like, yeah, you know what? You're right. They are tripping. And then they go out with that person and they're sitting there at the bar, at the club, at the lounge, or wherever they go, right? Just sitting there twiddling their thumbs like, I would rather be with my person. I'd rather be on the phone with this person. I'd rather be chilling with this person. I really would love to be Netflixing and chilling with my person right now and us curled up under each other, right? Or doing whatever y'all do, right? We're not going to get into, we're going to keep it PG-13. But it's just like them going out makes them pushes them closer to you because they're like, you realize something and had clarity on this relationship and how this person feels about you, again, with this crazy situation that wasn't really a big deal, right? But you received clarity based on the response they gave. They in turn get mad and like, you know what? They listen to a friend, family member, or whatever. Like, oh, this person doesn't really like you. If they got mad about some pickles, what? I don't like. You don't need this, and they go out with them, and then they in turn realize and get full clarity of why they want a full level of commitment with you, and then will proceed to take action. So even though this conflict might seem small or might seem dumb to you or to them, it actually has a reason for happening. It's making both of you realize something on either end. Like, you're getting full clarity from this person. Like, would you just relax? Like, I care about you. It's not a question at this point. Like, I care about you. I love you. I want to do the best for you. I want us to have a good relationship. I want you to have complete clarity when it comes to me, right? And then you in turn, or they in turn, go and realize, oh, I want this person to have all this because they are really who I choose to be with. They really are my soulmate. I really do want a higher level of commitment with them. I really do want something special with them. They really are home. I don't feel this way with anybody else. Why do I feel this way with this person? Oh, because they're my true love. Oh, they're my true love. So I need to take action. I'm not going to mess this up. I don't want this to get messed up. What do we need to do to fix this? What do we need to do to elevate this? Right? So there you go, Taurus. I can't really continue on because I feel like I'm going to say the same thing repeatedly, but there's action that's going to happen. So don't get too frustrated in this situation. Like I said, if this person wants to go out, there's no reason for you to be jealous or upset or thinking anything can happen, because it's not that type of situation. Like, this situation is set up for both of y'all to realize that you need to be working closer together. Like, it's okay for you to be vulnerable. It's okay that they get frustrated sometimes. It has nothing to do with you, right? They need to realize that even if you get mad about pickles, that doesn't mean that you don't love them. Right? It's like, right? It's like, you know what? They might get mad at pickles, but they're so cute when they yell at me about it, or they're so cute when they comfort me and I'm for, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like some craziness, but whatever this minute situation is between the two of you, it causes you to be closer. And that's all I can say. I feel like I've went around in circles just to tell you that no matter what the situation is, y'all love each other and everything is going to be cool. Okay? So, there you go. Taurus, there is your reading. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I will talk to you next week. Have a good day.